You're watching the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite pod mob stars.
All right, guys, please click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Microphone check. Shady Mob in the zone, King N.P.V. Alex sitting on the throne, dropping gems on the mic, entertainment dissected, movies, TV, culture, fully connected. From the silver screen to the block, we decode the plots. Every twist, every turn, we connect the dots. Pot airs with the bounce, flow rugged and raw. Tune in, turn it up, let the knowledge withdraw. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits. Popcorn kernels popping, Hollywood exposed. From the indie hits to the billion-dollar shows. Angela with the deep cuts, King bring the vibe. We dissect the script, watch the secrets collide. Flick sharper than the blade, TV sharper than the wit. Spin the reel, press play. We never quit, Shady Mob in your ear. We keep the pace from the shadows. We rise, entertainment we embrace. Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits.
Hello and welcome everybody to the latest episode of the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite pod mob stars, Alex the Man Angelov, your boy himself, King N.P.V, here to bring you some fun conversation about the Rush Hour movie trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies of all time, ladies and gentlemen. The Lanterns movie that is, or not movie, but TV series that's dropping later this year on HBO Max. Stuart saves the universe, or fails to save the universe, a continuation to the Big Bang Theory, and a lot more coming your way today. How you doing, Double A?
Doing good. I'm doing real good. I'm excited, man. Rush Hour is one of those series of movies where you can't help but just watch it. I think J-Man said this off. I don't know if it was on stream or off camera, but it's just one of those where it's like when it's on, you watch it. You know, when you were watching TV, when you had like cable or like DirecTV or Comcast, Xfinity, whatever, and if it was on, it was on. You're like, oh, I gotta watch it, you know. Or if it's on Netflix or Hulu now or like whatever streaming service, you know. And I know some gyms play it. Some places have like movie nights. Like my gym, it played it for a couple of days actually. It played the first, second, and third.
Do they have a movie theater?
Yeah, they have like a movie theater where like you go in and like there's treadmills and like bicycles and stairmasters.
Is it Choose by chance? Because the gym by my house that has the same fucking thing. They have like a cardio room that's also a theater room. They got the treadmills.
It's called
and bro, I fucking love it.
mine is called EOS Fitness, but
Okay.
yeah. So again, like it's just one of those where we just decided we want to talk about, and we both love the movies. Like I think that they're timeless, and there hasn't been anything like it in a long, long time. And I'm very hopeful that they push out a fourth one soon, because those guys are getting old, man. They're getting old, and Jackie Chan has some moves, but he's an old guy.
I still think it's a disservice that it's been over 20 years since they dropped the third one. Obviously, they completed the trilogy. A lot of movies that come out don't even get a second movie. They got three, especially because this one isn't based on a book or anything. This is straight just comedic acting in both Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker at their prime of their careers, in my honest opinion. Now, Rush Hour 4, apparently the script has been done. Jackie wants to do it, Chris Tucker wants to do it, but the studio needs them to do it, needs to want to do it as well. They did a Rush Hour series about 10 years ago, based on Detective Carter and Inspector Lee, with much younger actors, not the same. The series actually was rated very highly on IMDb, so I'm surprised it was only around for one season and not wasn't necessarily continued. Now, what probably happened was when they came out, because it didn't star Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, and they were basically using the same characters from the original like trilogy. Fans were very hesitant and skeptical because Jackie Chan is a legendary actor. Chris Tucker nailed the role of Detective Carter. So it didn't have enough acclaim for it to warrant a second season. However, based on the IMDb ratings and over time, it's probably aged a lot better. And I would recommend people go check it out whenever they get the chance. But before we're not really going to be talking about the series. That's why we're bringing it up right now. Let's dive into it, bro. You ready?
Yeah. I mean, the first one is where we're just introduced to all the characters. Carter and Inspector Lee. They're coming together about this. It's this gang that kidnaps Soo Young. It was
the ambassador's daughter. The
Yes,
ambassador
yeah.
from Hong Kong, and this is when basically the movie starts off with them being at a dinner in Hong Kong, and it's basically the end of British rule in Hong Kong, right? So they're going back to they're basically saying goodbye, establishing like their new political government or whatever, and the ambassador that was in Hong Kong moves to Southern California and L.A. with his daughter. Jun Tao is the bad guy in the film, which essentially means which basically escalates a lot of things, because at the beginning of the movie, Inspector Lee basically shuts down Jun Tao's criminal organization and reclaims all of the lost items that have gone missing from China, that were like precious like artifacts, right? Inspector Lee busts it, and basically Jun Tao, in order to get his revenge, goes to America and kidnaps the ambassador's daughter. Ultimately, we find out who Jun Tao is. We'll get into that here in a second. But throughout the process, Inspector Lee comes down from Hong Kong to L.A. to help the detectives and the FBI find the ambassador's daughter. What ends up happening is the FBI does not want Inspector Lee's help, so they go for a beat cop from the LAPD, which ends up being Detective Carter. Detective Carter, at the beginning of the film, ladies and gentlemen, I fucking love it, because he's meeting this guy who has C4 bombs and shit in his trunk, seeing like all this shit, and because he's an undercover cop, like, he's not wearing a police uniform. They have two cops that are at the same donut place where the meet is going on. They overhear what's going on, and then they pull a gun out on Detective Carter and the guy that he's doing the deal, business transaction with. What ends up happening there is the guy basically like tries to use Carter as a hostage, points a gun at him, tells him to let him go and shit. Cops say no. One of the cops gets shot. The gun gets dropped. The guy that is selling the C4 gets in his car and dips the fuck out. Carter picks up the gun, starts shooting at it. Big ass explosion. And my favorite part is when he does the Michael Jackson kick, and he does it with the wrong leg. I just have to, because Michael Jackson talks about this in like the biopic and like everything. He kicks with the wrong leg, ladies and gentlemen, but he hits it. And he does the hee, and I fucking love it. From that moment forward, with all due respect to Jackie Chan, because everything Jackie Chan, in my opinion, that he did in like the early 2000s was fucking magnificent. That's when I was bought into the movie. Detective Carter, and doing the kick, like big ass explosion. And because of all that shit, he gets basically suspended, and the captain from the LAPD tells him, like, basically sends his ass home, doesn't want to see him. When the FBI calls the LAPD for backup, he sees Detective Carter, and he's like, oh, he's the perfect stooge for this fucking job. And basically Detective Carter's like, because his dream has always been trying to be an FBI agent, he thinks that the FBI is actually trying to get his help to resolve this case. That is the furthest thing that they want. Oh,
It's just so funny because he thinks he's working with the FBI, and like, he ended up on a phone call with what's his name, Jun Tao, and it was
that wasn't Jun Tao. Jun Tao was the white guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he ends up with basically the second in command, the primary, like, fucking the primary henchman, the right hand man to Jun Tao.
What did he say? He was like $50 million. Who are you, Lindsay Carter?
No, and it's fucking. I just thought it was hilarious because the guy on the phone clearly knew what Carter was doing. He expects them to come and raid the fucking place. They come and raid it, but he's not there, nowhere to be found. He's literally like near an alley, seeing like the cops do everything. Carter and Lee both see him, and they fucking dip out. However, before we get to that point, he gets brought in by the FBI. They tell him what he's gonna do. They basically tell him, "We do not want your help. We do not need your help. We don't want his help. Go, just entertain him, take him around, take him sightseeing, and do all this shit." Carter, however, because he is from LA and he has connections to the street, I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm just like taking this whole thing from Alex right now. It's literally one of my
No, it's good.
movies.
I would say I haven't watched the first and second one in a while. I watched the third one was the first Rush Hour movie that I actually watched.
Okay.
And that one stuck with me a little bit more, but the scenes I would say from the first and second one are just better overall. And
My favorite one's the second one, oddly enough.
Yeah, and I don't know, they're just great movies, but yeah, the first one definitely sets the tone, and they have their own like tropes with Rush Hour, where like they sing the war song like who what is it good for? Absolutely
nothing. Sing it to me, baby. Wah! And then Jackie teaches him how to fucking fight and shit. Carter, I thought it was cool how Carter had his fucking connections to the streets and everything. And because he had like the connections to the street, he's basically doing the entire investigation by himself without letting Lee know. After they get into some issues and basically Lee has to say that he speaks English, they kind of start seeing common ground and shit. And then that's when they actually start working together to go and find Soo Young. And in that process, they form a very beautiful and strong friendship, both on and off screen.
I think it was when they both talked about their dads, because I think Lee's dad died as a police officer, and he wanted to get like retribution. And then same thing with Carter's dad. He was in the LAPD, but he also like wanted to prove, like. And his
dad was shot when he got Carter's dad got shot on the job pulling over a dude who was speeding.
Yep.
And then Lee's father, and I think they talk about this briefly in the first one, but they confirm it in the second one, got shot by his partner who later resigned and basically joined the triads of China as one of their leaders. Mm-hmm. Again, movie was fucking great. Once they figure out how everything is going on and like who really is like Juntao and how they're maneuvering the plan, Carter then requisits the help of a bomb expert that is supposed to be like his female love interest in this film, but really they never really established that together. And she comes, she helps them disarm like the bomb and everything at the end of the movie that Soo Young had on. Soo Young was a badass she got the bomb put on her, fucking yelling at the dude, "Yeah, blow this shit up! Blow me up! We all gonna die!" Fucking just feeding into Carter, who brings Soo Young in to the fucking building, and the white guy that was supposed to be the ambassador's one of the ambassador's closest friends, who is the bad guy in this film, and kidnaps Soo Young, basically can't do it, tries to escape, tries to go up to a helicopter. Detective Lee grabs him, and dude, they fucking do a nasty ass fall from the top where they gotta pull the fucking that long I don't know what it's called, but it's like a drape. They fucking pull it, hold it, and Lee and Carter I think just slide all the way down, and that shit's just fucking hilarious. I don't know. Movie was great, honestly. It's not a very highly rated movie, but the action and the comedy, if we're just going based on action and comedy and like those are just the general criteria, I'd probably give it like 4 stars.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It definitely holds up to the
we're just going based on fun.
And it's great.
Critically acclaimed, it's like a 3.
Yeah, if I'm being critical about it, again, like I would have to, because it's been like I would say a year since I've rewatched the first 2, actually all of them, if anything. But man, I'll probably give it like a 4 out of 10, slightly below average, just because of how goofy it is and the pacing, and also it didn't really take itself seriously.
Well,
But
hold on. Are you going critic? So you're giving a critical review on this movie?
Yeah, but for audience, like as a fan, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. This is definitely like up there when it comes to like having fun, comedy, action, character bonding, and all that. But it gets better. Like I would say the second one is the best out of the three. Um, with the third one coming in second, and then the first one. But they're all like really good
You
though.
like
I'm
the
not like.
third one the second most, really? Hold
Dude,
on, we'll get it.
that one had some funny ass moments, bro. The
We'll get
you
into
me
this in a second.
you me him. No, I am me. No, I am me. No, you are you. You who are you?
Who are you? I am you.
And then the
Who is
whole
me?
and then the whole the nun scene in the third one where he's like
Oh, what's up,
he's like
sister?
yeah no yeah
Oh,
he's
I'm gonna
like
blow his nutsack off. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
what do you say? What do you say? He's like, tell him that his sister is a W, his mom's a W, and his grandma's a W, a two big W, because she has no teeth. It's just so funny, bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord. For me, and we'll get into the second one here in a second. The first one's actually my second favorite movie. Like I said, if we're going critical review, it's a 3-star movie out of 5. If we're going as a fan, 4 to 4.5 stars. It hits all the comedic aspects that it needs to hit. I really enjoyed this film, and I honestly recommend you guys go check out the trilogy. You'll have a fun time. Again, Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, both at the prime of their fucking careers. Literally, I think this is like the main like film series that Chris, aside from Friday, but this is the film, or this trilogy was what put Chris Tucker on the map. I know Friday, he had a nice role in Friday or whatever, but there's a reason why he did a trilogy with this and not Friday.
Yeah, yeah. It's a definitely a good movie, and overall, again, it's just fun. It stands up to time, and like again, you can always rewatch it, and it'll get funnier and funnier as you watch it, and it's just a timeless movie, timeless movies, if anything. I know some people shit on the third one, but like I don't know, man. I think that writing, but the second one's also really cool. How they go to Hong Kong,
So before
and
you get to the third one, because you keep skipping, Pat, because I know the third one's your favorite. Let's get into the second movie, which is my favorite. Now,
well, I like the second one because the second one also is pretty funny too. Because there's some I love the triad karaoke scene. That's one of my favorite, like it's one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. I'd say like that one where he like comes in and he sees this like Asian guy just okay crochet to the end, and then
And he's like, "What the hell is this?" Oh,
he's
well,
like what the hell's going on up in here?
No, so in this one, I believe the movie starts off with them in Hong Kong or in China.
Yeah, they're on vacation. Yeah, they're because he's on vacation with Lee.
Yeah, so I think it picks up like right after the end of the first one.
Mhm.
What is Detective Carter ends up going to Hong Kong to visit Inspector Lee. Lee is basically working the entire trip that Carter's out there, and Carter is pissed because he wants to take a vacation. He's not trying to work, but the entire time he's just been assisting to Inspector Lee with all of the work that he has to do. Sorry, I got the trailer playing right now, and fucking when they go to the bathhouse, fucking Chris fucking hits him in the fucking nose because he's fighting all the Asian guys. So in this film, I think it's an incredible film. It's an incredible continuation because it ties in the thing that happened to Lee's father in the first film to this one, and the bad guy in this one are two people. It's a rich white man from L.A., from Southern California, L.A., and it is the guy that essentially killed Detective Lee or Inspector Lee's father. Shout out to Ari Emanuel, or because Ari Gold or whatever, because he also had a small part in this film, and
Yeah, where he was the gay the gay designer, the he was helping them out, like get new suits. And
yeah,
I love the scene. I love the scene where Jackie Chan, he's like, please help us. A lot of men are chasing us. And he goes, as they should.
as they should. And bro, what's crazy is when he goes to, because he had a major role in Entourage, and
Yeah.
bro, his character in Entourage made the entire fucking
Oh,
show. He
award
loses
winner.
his shit.
Yeah.
He's calling everybody. I fucking love the way this man acts. I'm sorry, but anyway, back to the Rush Hour, the Rush Hour 2, which is one of my favorite films of all time.
He had to channel Lloyd for this role. He had to channel Lloyd, bro.
Lloyd. Oh Lord. Oh, anyway, who's Lloyd?
He's his assistant. He's his gay assistant in Entourage.
Oh, in Entourage?
Yeah.
That's fucking
The Asian guy.
hilarious. That's fucking
But yeah, no, it's the second one's cool. I don't know. I just love the scenes. I think it's really interesting. I think the writing's better. It's more action packed. That's where you get the famous like meme, where Jackie Chan's they're looking at the slow down, baby. Like that's that one. And yeah,
I'm
I don't know.
sorry, if
It's
you're looking at my face, it's because I'm watching the live episode of Monday Night Raw, and I think this is live. I'm pretty sure this is live. Brock Lesnar, who we all thought retired at the end of WrestleMania, has returned and taken out Obafemi, who was expecting an open challenge, which is fucking incredible because we all thought Brock was done. He's not done. He's not done, ladies and gentlemen. He is back and he's coming after Oba. God bless him. Brock, you look incredible too. God bless you, Brock Lesnar. Sorry, we're all over the place right now. Back to Rush Hour 2.
like a lightning rod during a thunderstorm. I'm shocked.
What was the female Isabella? Isabella, who was played by, or what was it? Isabella, who's played by, who was the actress? I forget her name.
I forgot, man. I don't know. She was like a one-off character.
No, well, not just, well, she was, hold on, not Selena. Rush Hour 2, because she's actually a very renowned, like, star female actress from, like, the early 2000s. Rosalind Sanchez, who played Isabella, ended up being Jackie Chan's love interest, and they don't really kiss in this film. I don't know, for some reason, Jackie Chan never kisses the female counterpart in any of the movies that he's in. However, she's basically an undercover Secret Service agent who was basically hired to go infiltrate the Triad's organization and trying to find out where that currency machine is that is printing a lot of counterfeit bills.
Why would, I mean, I guess, yeah, the Secret Service would go into it, but it shouldn't be the FBI, though, that, like, goes into it. I don't know why the Secret Service, they're more, like, with political figures, and maybe, I guess, because it's like, under the Fed, like, the Federal Reserve, and how they print money, but, I mean, I don't know, like, that's...
Hollywood dynamics, and probably because they didn't want to rehash the FBI in this second film.
Probably.
Because you remember at the end of the first one, Carter told the FBI to go fuck themselves. And then in this one, he's like, oh, you never know. I might just be out there saving the president one of these days. And Lee tells him, you and I both know you wouldn't take a bullet for nobody. Yeah, but they don't know that. One of the iconic scenes is when they're both like trying to spy on Rosalind. And she undresses, and he sees like the little Snoopy tattoo that she has on her ass and shit. And then Lee sees like, oh, like Lee's over here like ogling her and shit. And then Carter's like, what are you looking at? He's like, here, give me that shit. And he's like, oh. And he refuses to give it back to Lee. And then he sees the Asian girl, Hugh Lee, who was played by Zheng Ziyi. She was basically the top female henchwoman of the Triads. She comes to deliver a package which they think is a bomb because she's been the person delivering all the packages. So she delivered one when they were in Hong Kong to the embassy. It exploded. When she went to deliver that one to Isabella at the hotel, they thought that one was going to explode. It didn't. That's when she tells them that she's an FBI, she's a Secret Service agent. And basically she tells them like she needs their help to go and figure everything out. But she mainly just does it to get them out of the way. They actually go and try to help her, try to figure some shit out. I think Carter even goes down to like Crenshaw to go talk to his cousin who runs like a backdoor gambling room, who's like literally embraced the Chinese kung fu culture or whatever. And basically, like you find out that both Lee and his cousin were trained by like the same, not the same master, but masters that were brothers and shit, which I thought was fucking cool. It's just like an overall general like connection that I fucking love. Uh, then how does this movie end? I'm trying to remember. Oh, they go to the poker. They end up in
They end in Vegas, right? They go back to Vegas
Yup.
at the ending. Yeah.
Yeah, they go to Vegas. They go to a gambling casino.
Yep.
Basically, Carter fucking all decked out because they go get suits and shit from like the gay guy's fucking wardrobe place. They come in. Carter is just doing his thing, like being scandalous, getting everybody to react to him, getting all eyes on him, while Lee is maneuvering his way to the back, trying to find like the currency and everything. In that process, Lee gets caught, gets tied up. They put a shrimp bomb in his mouth with the trigger being held by somebody, wrap him up, tie him up. The guy that basically, what is it? Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan, the guy that killed his father.
Ricky Tan.
Ricky Tan. The guy that killed his father basically tells Lee, hey, like, you didn't think things didn't have to be this way. You could have been with me, Lee. I offered it to you many times. Basically, he also crosses over Stephen Rain, who is played by Alan King, who is the bad guy of this film as well, like the white bad guy. And basically, like, shoots him, tells him that he's taking the plates and that their business endeavor is over. Ultimately, what ends up happening is Jackie's able to fight his way out, break free, and then all fucking hell breaks loose. Carter's getting into a fight. Isabella basically saves Jackie's life at the end of the film, and then Jackie goes out, does his thing. They bro up Hugh Lee, who had the bomb, like on her, and then Carter and Jackie jump out of the fucking building, like paragliding or parasailing or whatever. Ends up on the ground, hit by a truck, and then we cut into an airport scene where Jackie and Isabella basically say goodbye to each other. And Carter, he had a little something tucked away. You feel me? He had like at least 100 bands, if not like 10,000 bands or whatever, like tucked away in like his little pocket for another vacation and shit. And then they basically like they go on their vacation, they do their thing, and then it's not until like I think what is it? This film was released in 2001. Rush Hour 3 comes out 6 years later.
2007, yep.
6 years later. In my honest opinion, this film was better than the first one. This film, if I'm gonna rate it, probably 4.5 stars as a fan of the series. 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Which one, the second one or the third?
Second one. If I'm gonna go critical acclaim, it's probably like a 3.5 star film. I genuinely I feel like all the films are 3 stars. Like all the films are going to be 3 stars. But if I'm ranking it from a fan perspective on which one I love the most, this is my all-time favorite, followed by the original Rush Hour film that started this entire franchise. And then Rush Hour 3 is my least favorite of the 3 movies, which is oddly enough your favorite film, Alex. So please, my friend, do tell us why you love Rush Hour 3.
I don't know. I just like that one because it was one of the first ones that I had on DVD, and I watched. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. The story was compelling. It's a little bit more new, like the cameras and the quality is a little bit better. And it has some really funny and like memorable moments, especially like the fight scene in Paris when they're in the Eiffel Tower. It's a little bit over the top with some of the like chase scene, especially with that one guy George. You know, that was pretty funny. Where Carter made him sing the the new U.S. national anthem. And I don't know, it's just such a funny movie. I think that this one has a little bit more depth because it ties in Lee's upbringing with Kenji, with the actor. What was his name? This Japanese actor. He's pretty well known. Oh my God, I just had it. Um, Hironadu, Hironada. What was his name?
He was
Oh.
also in, I believe, the John Wick series, if I'm not mistaken.
He's also in Shogun as well. He's really good actor. They bring in he's just a great villain too. Hiroyuki Sanada, really cool guy. I don't know, a great actor and just
You
phenomenal story.
Well, I was gonna say Hiroyuki Sanada is actually a very legendary, critically acclaimed actor in Japan as
Yeah,
overall.
yeah,
He is a
he's like
legend
Jackie Chan status of like legendary in Japan and overall again like the movie is just great. They bring back Soo Young, that was pretty cool.
different
Even
actor,
like
same character.
yep, yep. They I don't know. It's just that funny stuff, man. They try a lot of new things, and like even the dojo scene where like they're facing that tall Chinese guy. That was pretty funny. Where Carter was flinging around the nunchucks and just hits himself in the hits himself in the head, and it was just so funny, bro. Oh my gosh, I don't know. This one, yeah, they're coming back because Kenji, they're like I think the triads or it's like this like mystical
It was like
gang.
it was like another section of the triads or something like that.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
made
and
like a
then
list to see who was gonna be in charge. Because
yep,
that list
yeah.
is put
So
on like a
the
sacrifice
Shai
list.
Shen, the Shai
Shen.
Shen. Yep, and so Kenji comes back into Lee's life because they were part. I guess they were partners, like childhood friends. And he went
Yeah, that was
to
his
that
brother.
was his brother. Okay, there you go. And
Yeah.
God, yeah, it's been a while since I watched these, bro. And yeah, yeah, it just brings more depth into his life, and oh man, and they go into Paris because that's where the Shai Shen is. That's where the leaders, are coming together and seeing who the fuck is like the next leader, and I don't know. It's just fun. If I were to rank them, if I were to rank all of them, which one's my favorite? I would say as movies, I would say from least to best, and yeah, least to best, I would say is the first, third, and second. Just because I think the Rush Hour 2 and 3 are written a little bit better, and they just have more memorable scenes than the first one. But it also just brings everything together, and it starts up the series. But yeah, they're all fun movies. Like you can't deny that. It just goes without saying.
I get it.
I don't know. What do you think?
For me, the reason why this was probably like my least favorite of the three movies in the franchise,
Yeah.
um,
Sorry, my
like
cat's.
there were times where I felt like it might have been a little bit all over the place with what they were trying to do. I love how they again changed the scenery. It wasn't in fucking L.A. or Hong Kong. It starts off with basically Inspector Lee coming back from Hong Kong to go and visit. Excuse me, to go and visit his one of his closest friends, the ambassador, who's giving a speech at the UN conference. When he does the speech at the UN conference, basically Kenji, Inspector Lee's brother, is the one that shoots the ambassador at the conference from like a fucking different building, like a sniper. Ultimately, bro. Oh, dude, and he does all. Jackie Chan at that time was doing all of his own stunts. There was nobody else doing stunts except for Jackie. He was doing all of his own shit. What ends up happening is like after the inspector gets shot, Lee sees like where the shooter's coming from, and he's like fucking coming down the side of the building. He's not even going through the. He's coming down the side of the building like bro. Crazy shit. Lee just books it, jumps, and he just starts running, like, looks like Captain America or some shit, just jumps off the fucking stage and starts running after him. Kenji sees him coming, fucking books it and shit. Ultimately, what ends up happening is Kenji ends up getting trapped in a little alleyway, and then when he gets stuck in the alleyway, Kenji starts to shoot at Lee because Lee will not shoot Kenji. Lee does not want to kill Kenji, hurt Kenji or anything because Kenji is his brother and he's kind of still like stuck in a moment of like paralysis and shit. Like, oh my god, he's alive. Where have you been all this time? And then Carter, because he was like, the movie starts off with Carter basically dancing to like Michael Jackson's music. Fucking, yeah, he was a traffic cop. His shit got so fucked, he ended up being a traffic cop. He pulls over two girls that are in like a convertible car, basically like tries to arrest them, has them pinned up against the car and shit, basically tells them like no, so fuck, dude. Basically, he calls Lee and he tells him, "Hey, Lee, I got two like hot girls or whatever that we can go out with." And then he hears on his radio that the ambassador from Hong Kong has been shot and shit. He gets in the car. Somehow he finds out. He gets in the car. He starts driving. He sees Lee basically chasing Kenji, and then he starts fucking following them. He ends up getting into the alleyway. And Kenji starts shooting at Lee and shooting at the car that's coming after him. And basically, because Tucker can't see, he almost runs Lee over, which gives Kenji enough time to kind of like evade and escape. Ultimately, like, they end up going to the hospital. When they go to the hospital, what ends up happening is Soo Young ends up showing up looking for her father. Hugs Inspector Lee, is happy that he's there. Hugs Carter, is ecstatic that he's there as well. Carter's like, oh my god, Soo Young's coming. He's over here expecting Soo Young to still be a little girl. She's a grown-ass woman. He's like, oh, we're gonna get her a little teddy bear. And maybe a bra. Because she's all grown up and shit. And then what ends up happening is the criminal organization that basically came to go to kill the ambassador finds out that he's still alive. They're coming to the hospital to finish the job. They hear about this. Basically, they move the ambassador to like a different floor and shit. And Inspector Lee and Carter are the only ones there. Fucking whoop ass in that hospital. Everybody gets shot. Shit goes crazy. Ends up basically like I don't know if the guys ended up getting killed, or if they just ended up being knocked out or whatever, but they grab one of the dudes as a hostage, tie his ass up, bring in the French-speaking nun, because the dude only speaks French and probably Chinese or Japanese or whatever. And he just speaks French, huh?
He's an Asian guy, but Carter was like, oh, Lee, like, what is he saying? And he's like, I don't speak French, you know? And he's like, what type of Chinaman speaks French? Yeah.
They get the nun to come in, and basically, they got a gun pointed at his nut sack, ready to pull the trigger. And he, like, Carter starts fucking reciting the Hail Mary. God said, like, what was it? He's like, sister, you better pray for the man. He's gonna have, like, God's gonna have another visitor or some shit. I forget the fucking line. I can't hit it. But basically, it's a historically funny fucking line where he's threatening to shoot the man's ball sack off. The nun's praying. The guy basically sees Carter is not bluffing, and that's when he finally reveals what's going on and what's happening. And that's when they find out that they have to end up going to Paris. When they get to Paris, they do not make it through customs. They get pulled over by French police. And they are
I forgot about that.
Yep. They're strip searched. And yep. They did a cavity search too. They
walk out and just fucking
like, Yep. They come out basically with their fucking ass cheeks like penetrated and shit. And My favorite.
What did Carter say? He's like, I got vandalized by a damn freshman.
And they end up going into the taxi. Do you remember George? Shout out to your
George.
dad.
Yeah.
George, he's one of my favorite characters. He's played by Ivan Attal. George was he was a French taxi driver that did not like servicing Americans. Carter, because he's Carter thinks the dude's being racist because he's black. No, he's racist because he's an American. And basically Carter pulls out, I think it was his gun or some shit, and basically tells him, "Oh, say, can you?" Basically starts reciting.
He makes him. He
Americanizes him.
He Americanizes. He makes him sing the national anthem. It's so funny. It's so funny.
And then basically, as the journey progresses, he fucking buys into becoming a spy, joining them on their fucking adventure. They get chased by fucking motorcycle dudes, and then in the process, his adrenaline's pumping, and he's living his best life. He's like, "Honey, I'm gonna do this." He tells his wife. His wife's like, you're just a French taxi driver. What the fuck are you gonna be doing?" Becoming a spy and shit. And he's adamant, "No, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. I am now I'm an American fucking spy," or whatever the fuck. And basically, they have their third companion for the fucking rest of the film in George, which I fucking love. He takes them everywhere, does everything with them. They end up going to this burlesque show where the Shaoshin is performing. Basically, Carter sees her and everything because they're there to shoot Genevieve, fucking Genevieve, ladies and gentlemen. He falls in love with Genevieve. They go to a room, and it's clear that Genevieve is kind of just using Carter to kind of get away and just basically just using him for protection and shit. There's a fight with the Dragon Lady and Inspector Lee. Basically Carter here goes up against a door where he's with the Dragon Lady, and he thinks they're fucking. Then he sees a knife being thrown at the door.
He's like, "Lee, tear that ass up."
Yeah, tear that ass up, Lee. Then he sees the knife come through the door, and he's like, "What kind of freaky hanky-panky shit is this?"
What does he say? He's like, "Girl, you are a super freak."
Yeah. And then when he opens the door and sees that he's about to get stabbed and shit, he's like, "Ah!" fucking yelling and shit. Ultimately, they get out of there. Genevieve shows them that she's the Shaishin, takes off the wig. Carter fucking says,
he freaks out.
I slept with a man. Carter's like, "What? I gotta check what's down there," because he doesn't believe she's a woman at that point because she's bald, but she's still doing her thing. Did Soo Young get kidnapped, or was it just Genevieve?
I think so. I think there was someone kidnapped in the Eiffel Tower. Kenji kidnapped Soo Young.
Kidnapped Soo Young.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that was the whole thing. It's like, "Oh, bring the Shaishin, or we're gonna kill Soo Young." Yeah.
Yep. And then that's when.
And that was a good fight scene. That was a good fight scene with Carter because he ended up doing some crazy moves, and he ended up picking up some karate, or I guess kung fu.
Yeah.
And it was a good. I don't know. It was a good. And he ended up dancing. He was like.
Oh, and I even skipped after they went to the hospital. They went with Soo Young's dojo because she had also been training kung fu, and that's when the whole fighting the giant, doing all this shit.
Oh yeah.
That's when that scene happens.
You. No, I'm talking to you. I am you. No, you are me. No, I am me. No, you are you.
Who are you?
Me, him. Everybody ass is going to get this.
One of the best scenes in the movie.
So funny, man. I'm telling you.
Ultimately, it ends with both Jackie and Chris Tucker using I think it was a French flag, to parasail down to the ground from the Eiffel Tower after they defeat Kenji and everybody. And yeah, the film ends with them dancing to war.
Kenji ends up dying, right? He
ends up dying, I think, at the end of the movie.
Because he falls from the Eiffel Tower, no?
Yeah, he kills himself.
Yeah.
Lee's trying to save him. Then when Kenji swings the sword or whatever, that's when he drops or falls or whatever, and that was basically it. And that was the end of the Rush Hour Trilogy.
Overall,
for me, first film, best. Second film, second best. This film was the third best.
Okay. So chronologically, there it's like the best. It's like first, second, third is first best, second, third, like in that order.
Second best, first, second. Second is the best one. Rush Hour 2 is
so 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3 usually starting from the best. 2 and 3. Okay.
Yeah. Rush Hour 2 is my favorite.
I'm 2, 3, 1, if anything. 2, 3, 1.
Okay. I respect it. I love this trilogy. I recommend you all go check it out. Little fun fact: very first episode, I think, or one of my first 5 episodes, pretty sure it was my very first episode of N1 from the End Zone. I did a Rush Hour Trilogy review. I did that shit for like 2-3 hours. I think that episode was 2 or 3 hours long.
Yep.
And it was the very first episode of N1 from the End Zone. Now that we're here in 2026 with all the stuff that we've learned production wise and everything, I'm just happy to be able to revisit it and give it like the proper love and dedication that this film deserves. Obviously, we don't have a lot of like the graphics or the scenes in the background. That's why we use the trailers and stuff. But again, we're doing it justice. We're reviewing it right. And I really hope you guys enjoy this review and go and check out the films because, again, it's one of the best trilogies in my honest opinion. It is sad that we haven't gotten a 4th film. The script is done. Jackie wants to do it. Chris wants to do it. The studio needs to want to do it. And if
they got to do it, man, they need to. They need to. They're getting old, and we just need another. We need another movie like that, and it can work. It's almost 20 years. It's almost 20 years since the last one.
Well, considering that Chris Tucker was one of Michael Jackson's closest friends, because in all the films, Chris Tucker fucking does an incredible job impersonating Michael Jackson with the kick, with the singing, with the moves. I fucking love it. I think right now might be the right time to do a 4th film because Chris Tucker's name has come back around a lot with the whole new Michael Jackson biopic. And if there was ever a time to capitalize on another Rush Hour movie with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, and Chris Tucker being one of his, it'd be right now. It'd be right now because Chris Tucker, I'm pretty sure, can still hit the moves. Jackie is still somewhat able and capable to do some of the action scenes he used to do, but now would be the time. And I hope we get it. It's just like Hellboy. We needed to finish that trilogy off with Hellboy, but we didn't. And actually, that'll be one of the shows or movies we review in the future. With that being said, my boy, are you ready for an ad break?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's some bills to pay.
Amen to that, brother. Now, before we get into our bills, I want to play briefly a song. Hold on, give me a second here. Let's see.
Now, let me fix my poster. This thing always gets like moved around because I like bump into it with my chair. There you go.
There we go.
It's a shame that everybody like I have a whole like setup right here with like it's like a little like corner shelf that I have, you know, with a bunch of like knickknacks and stuff. I have this is one of my favorite. I have a little radio from Blockbuster.
When that was still around, I think there's like one Blockbuster store somewhere.
I think it's on the West Coast, if I'm not mistaken. It's in Portland, I think.
I gotta stop by and check it out.
And this is a little radio. Now. I always make sure the batteries work, and you know.
There you go. Now, before we lose any more of you, our viewers, let's hit this new song created by Double A. Fire Guide. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever loses goes in first?
Ooh,
okay.
All right, I'm in.
Wait, ready?
I win. What is that? That's fire.
Yeah. Fire Guy. In the building. Yeah. Hey, turn the heat up. Fire Guy in the building. Walk walking clean, whole room get hotter. Chain got frost, but the soul got lava. Everybody chill when I step in proper. Real ones close, fake boys scatter. I don't do noise, I move like silence. Still got flames when the mood turn violent. Whole squad eat, everybody thriving. But text my name and the smoke is rising. Late night drives with the city glowing. Heavy bass while the windows open. People talk but they never know him. Fire in his chest, not a hole or smoking. I keep it lit for the ones that doubt it. Built from pain, now the crowd stay shouting. Good vibes only when the team around me. Cross that line and the flames surround you. Fire God, yeah, I make the whole place ignite. Everybody feeling alright. Till somebody wanna cross that line. Fire God, whole city know what I'm like. Warm hearts but the touch too bright. Get too close, you get burned tonight. Ay, pressure on me but I never fold. Heart too warm, wrist too cold. They throw shade but the fire too bold. Now they watch while the story unfolds. I gave light when the nights got dark. Now my name got stamped in sparks. I've been real from the very start. Still move careful when the envy starts. See the glow when I walk through places. Too much heat, now they switching faces. Love me now cause I cracked the matrix. But disrespect turn calm to dangerous. Don't mistake peaceful weakness. Flames get loud when the heat is deepest. I made everybody feel alive. Now they shock when the fire fights back. Fire God, yeah, I make the whole place ignite. Everybody feeling alright. Till somebody wanna cross that line. Fire God, whole city know what I'm like. Good energy mixed with fire inside. Get too close, you get burned tonight. Still lit. Still rising. Fire God.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored and surf the sound waves with Soniq Wavez.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop, located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Port City Uncensored. Real talk, real people, minus the trolls. Join us Thursdays at 8 on YouTube, X, and Facebook. From the streets to City Hall, you never know who'll show up or what they'll say next.
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
Guys, you're watching the Shady Mob Podcast. This is where we discuss our favorite movies, TV shows, and where we talk about life. Please like, comment, and subscribe so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with one of your 2 favorite Pod Mob stars, King N.P.V. You know that's me, baby. Alex is on a little bit of a bathroom break, so while he's away, I can entertain. Guys, I hope you guys like Fire Guy. We're going to be dropping that official music video after today's episode. Again, it's one of my favorite bangers that AA has created. It goes, literally, AA came up with the concept after Iceman album dropped. He wanted to do a Fire Guy song, and fuck, dude, that song bangs in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys like it. We got another one that was created by yours truly that will be coming on here in a bit. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what we got coming up next is we're going to do a Rambo trailer reaction. Or not Rambo trailer reaction. What was it? It was the Lanterns official teaser 2. So they just dropped a new Lanterns trailer this past week, I think like 4 or 5 days ago. And we're going to react to it. We're going to give you our thoughts on it. We're going to tell you what we're excited to see. Personally, I can already tell you, like, I'm just excited to see a Jon Stewart actually being portrayed in live action. That's something that's been missing for a very long time. We've gotten Hal Jordan, we've gotten Guy Gardner, but never a live action representation of Jon Stewart, who in my opinion, who is my Green Lantern, because I grew up with Justice League from Cartoon Network, and then Justice League Unlimited, and the Green Lantern, the main Green Lantern that was portrayed on those series was Jon Stewart. His story with Hawk Girl, how they were in love, and how they had a kid and stuff like that. So we're excited for the new Lantern series that's coming out later this year. My boy is gone for a minute. I think he forgot how long the ad break was. God damn it. Other than that, we're also going to be talking about Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. They just dropped an official teaser trailer like 5 days ago. It already has 1.6 million views. I'm excited for this one, mainly because it's a direct continuation of The Big Bang Theory, which is one of my all-time favorite sitcoms, alongside How I Met Your Mother, and a few others like Full House, Family Matters. I'm probably forgetting a couple. Oh, George Lopez. How can I? Oh, 2.5 Men. Well, we're gonna do probably an episode here later on our favorite sitcom. But anyway, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe is a direct continuation to The Big Bang Theory, and it takes place after basically Sheldon and Leonard come up with this contraption that allows you to do multi-universal hopping, which in my honest opinion is a little bit too far-fetched for me. What I ultimately think happens is like something fell on Stuart's head, and he's like put in a coma or something, and basically like this series takes place all in Stuart's head, and by the end of the series he wakes up from the coma, because this is honestly just a little bit too far-fetched for me to really believe, and especially with shows like Young Sheldon, where we see a younger version of Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory, which was in a much more serious tone, in just how they grew up and how like those events take place. And then they did another prequel series in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, where it's based on Sheldon's older brother Georgie, who gets married to Mandy, and they basically just go through their life story, and it's basically the journey of how Georgie becomes Dr. Tire, and he gets like the tire shop from his father-in-law, and he grows it to the bigger and better things that he wants to grow it into. This series takes place, I believe, right after, a few years after The Big Bang Theory ends, so I'm really excited about it. And yeah, other than that, we're going to also be bringing back N1 from the End Zone here probably later today. I just watched Monday Night Raw. A lot of shit happened on today's episode of Monday Night Raw with the return of with the return of Brock Lesnar, who by all respects and aspects we all thought retired at WrestleMania. He did not. Frankly, I think the money talked a little bit too strong to Brock, that they're like, hey, how much would it take to get you to come back? Because realistically, right now, there's no real viable opponent for Obafemi. So they're probably going in the route of having Brock... Hold on, give me a second here. Yeah, of going in the route of having Brock go up against Oba. Brock will probably lose this next match. If he wins, that'd be great, because it sets up a trilogy at SummerSlam where it could be Brock versus Oba in best of 3 series. Basically having Oba finally fully retire Brock. It's a retirement match where Oba wins, Brock retires, and then he goes home. Seth just got assaulted at the end of Monday Night Raw. He's also challenging Braun Breaker again, calling him out, telling him that he cannot beat him one-on-one, even though at the last PLE at Backlash, Braun whooped his ass and won. Welcome back, Double A. Where'd you go?
Sorry guys, my cat had a little upset tummy and was so nice to give me a gift of throw up, so I had I had to take care of that real quick. But she's fine. She's okay now. She's roaming around.
Well, with that being said, let's jump right into the Lanterns official teaser 2 trailer.
Yes, let's do that. Hold on. Let me get that trailer going on.
My boy.
Tabs.
There's a lot of things right now happening in the world of WWE. I'm also going to be talking about what's going on in the world of European football. My beloved Arsenal is literally a Manchester City draw or loss away from becoming English Premier League champions for the first time in over 22 fucking years. And even if even if Man City wins, all they have to do is win the last game against Crystal Palace. We haven't had the best of luck against Crystal Palace, but we're going to start Eze, and Eze is going to make sure we win that game, because Eze used to play for Crystal Palace. He's going to deliver for us in that game. And then we're also in the Champions League final. So right now, in terms of soccer, I am excited. Now, are you ready? All right, let's rock into Lanterns official teaser 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
This ring, it's the greatest weapon in the universe. When and if to use it, that's the whole ball game, Junior.
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money?
No.
Tell me how you got it. The ring.
You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have. Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it?
I've been doing this since you were a baby. And the only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
I think he likes me. Everybody is lying to us.
You're not leaving here till we find out what they're hiding. Dangerous part of the job. You need to be fearless.
How are you chosen for this?
It's only one question. Are you afraid? You afraid?
Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Then go and get it, John Stewart.
My favorite thing so far is
I'm excited.
Probably the ring. The ring looks so fucking cool. I love the vintage look. I don't care. The vintage look is always the look to fucking go. It looks incredible.
I just love I just love how we get a live action Jon Stewart. Yeah, I don't know. That is just insane. I can't wait. They hyped it up really well. I think that was one. I don't know if we saw Sinestro or that was just a yellow lantern in the crypt of Hal Jordan. I don't know. He went like to a different planet or like his lair, I guess. But yeah, I'm really excited and I can't wait. August 16th. Yeah, it's DC, man. They got a lot of stuff cooking up, and HBO, man. HBO got some stuff. They got lanterns. They got fucking Harry Potter coming up as well.
Ooh, that's
Supergirl.
We never dropped our Harry Potter episode, did we?
No, the infamous Harry Potter episode where it took us a day and a half to film.
The never produced. The never delivered.
Yeah.
But that's also like another that we'll probably get around to it at some point later this year. Because again, Harry Potter is one of our at least one of my favorite fucking movies.
I want to do that before. I want to do that before the. I want to do that before the show releases.
HBO Max is fucking cooking, bro. They got a lot of good shit in the pipe. I love what I saw in the Lanterns teaser, especially because you get to see Guy Gardner, who was in Superman. Was the new Superman movie just called Superman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty sure.
I think it was just called Superman.
Yeah. So he was in the new Superman, like the James Gunn DC universe is in full effect. We got Peacemaker that was fucking stellar. We had the Suicide Squad that came out a few years ago, which was really good. Not really good, but it was better than the original Suicide Squad, in my opinion. Now we're getting Lantern's movie that is basically a continuation of Superman. What I would have loved to seen is Batgirl. Batgirl, the fact that that's in an archive somewhere and we don't get to see it or enjoy it fucking kills me, bro. I'm very disappointed on that.
I want them to do another Flash show. Like I need a reboot. I want them to do it in
HBO Max version of Flash.
I don't want the CW anymore. I don't want the CW anymore.
You know what's sad? That Flash TV series is considered the best DC show of all time. Or the best Arrow, like out of the whole Arrowverse, that's the best show of all time.
Oh yeah, I mean with Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Supergirl, I like that one, but it fell off real quickly. And there was another one. Wasn't there another one?
Superman and Lois.
Yes, yeah, Adventures of Superman and Lois.
That was also, I believe, a DC show, if I'm not mistaken.
That was,
an
yeah.
Arrowverse, an Arrowverse TV show, because they did it with they do it with Superman, they did it with Lois, and their two sons, and it was literally, I think, after Crisis and like things had been changed or whatever, so their sons aren't like kids; they're fucking grown ass adults, like teenagers at this point. So, another show you guys should check out. I don't know if I recommended it on Shady Mob before, but Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is probably one of the best animated shows they have, and it's really, really good. I cannot wait for season 2. Doom Patrol as well. Titans.
The Penguin as well. That one was really good. A little spin-off from the Batman. But yeah, a lot of good, a lot of classics.
Penguin is a direct HBO, is a direct sequel or continuation of the Batman film that we got, starring Robert Pattinson. Now, it's still, I think, up in the air if the Batman is going to be the Batman for the James Gunn universe, because I know they're working on Batman Brave and the Bold, but they put that on the back burner for, I think, the Batman 2, if I'm not mistaken. With that being said, guys, let's go into Stuart Fails to Save the Universe trailer reaction. Another HBO Max original series, which is a continuation of The Big Bang Theory, starring Johnny Galecki and Jim Parsons. Also Kaylee Cuoco, legendary fucking actors in my honest opinion. Kaylee Cuoco, for the longest, for my entire adolescence, was my celebrity crush. Okay?
Oh.
Just putting it out there. Kaylee
Season
Cuoco.
1?
Oh, God. Yes. Even in the later seasons. I hated, when she got older and they started covering her up. I was like, she's still fire, god damn it. Anyway, let's get into Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it.
Hey, Stuart.
How is it out there?
I think there's room for improvement.
I'm restarting it. Give me a second.
Let me know when you start it, because I mute myself, so I don't. There's nothing like
I'm
two.
starting it now.
Hey, Stuart.
How is it out there?
I think there's room for improvement.
I've only got a few seconds to explain this, so you gotta focus.
Do you have an identical twin brother?
I'm you from another stream of reality. None of this is normal. If you turn the lights off, they don't bother you. This apocalyptic nightmare, the dimensional rifts, Never has to happen.
All kneel for the supreme ruler of South Pasadena.
Hello, prisoners.
Crippy?
Take the wench, wash her, bring her to my womb.
Oh, I'd rather die.
I understand. Wash her and kill her.
I'm having an asthma attack. You can put everything right. You can make it the way it was. My childhood has led me to this moment. Comic books are my superpower.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Shall we?
We're on a quest. They're gonna die.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I will say I love how in the logo they incorporated the Big Bang Theory's little iconic neutron.
The atom, like
over the eye. Yeah, that's cool. However, like I said before we played the trailer, I still believe that this movie takes place in Stuart's head. He's like in a coma or something, and
I thought it was a show. Isn't it? It's a show, or is it a movie?
No, like the entire my bad. Did I say movie? The show. The entire show takes place in Stuart's head. Because for me, because I've watched Young Sheldon, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, and the original Big Bang Theory series, this show is too far-fetched for me to genuinely believe it is a continuation of the Big Bang Theory. Even though you have Stuart Kripke, and the two other characters that were like Stuart's girlfriend and the rock and the geologist. I think his name is Herb or Bert the geologist, and I forget his love interest's name, but he has a girlfriend. I think her name's Amy. No, Amy was.
Our stream is unavailable.
On which one?
On Shady Mob.
On Shady
Your stream was
Mob or
interrupted.
Twitch? Well, the stream's going fine on N1, so continue the show, buddy.
Yeah, it's.
Put your phone down.
My bad. It's off on Shady Mob, but yeah. I agree. I mean, this is definitely a little bit of far out there, but it's. I would say it's interesting. It's a good outlier, and I'm interested to see where this goes.
I'm excited.
It reminds me of like Doctor Who and Star Trek almost, where you have like an ensemble that go in between realms, and they try to figure out like what's going on and like different versions of themselves, and I don't know. It's really interesting. I'm hopeful. I want to see what this brings on.
I'm excited for it, to be completely honest with you. I don't know why the stream was unavailable on Shady Mob Productions. It's still going strong here on N1, ladies and gentlemen, so we appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe. Just because we're doing trailer reactions does not mean the stream should be taken down YouTube. That is bullshit, because we are literally reacting to trailers that like a lot of other content creators do the same thing. We are not playing exclusive content. It's out there. People review them. People give their reactions to it. That's it. That being said, guys, we're going to take another quick brief ad break, and we'll be right back with a what to watch segment that is for the ages. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a honky-tonk mouse pit. Yeah, back row. Strobe light. Yeah. Boots on the floor, dust on the door. Snap back low, but the chain say tour. Red cup, chrome truck, park crooked in a line. Arm roll shaking like a Friday state line. Tailgate thrown, I'm the hometown mayor. Whole crew packed, every rebel, every prayer. Got a tan line ring from a long gone fling, but tonight I'm single and the band gon' swing. We got back row, strobe light, barnyard blaze, cowboy hats in your pretty little face. Diesel and perfume, sweat in the air, country boy swagger in the club. road strobe lights. Back road strobe lights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jumbo cooler, full of bad decisions. Longhorn buckle on a big bone rhythm. Tattoo peeking from your cutout sleeve. You said I hate rap, but you danced and you leave. Shotgun seat, got the best view, sugar. Used to drive slow, but I stomped that footer. Engine talk tough like my drawl on a track. Got a heart like gravel and it still beats fast. We got back row strobe lights, barnyard bass, cowboy hats in your pretty little face. Diesel and perfume, sweat in the air. Country boy swagger in a club tight glare. Turn that moon to a spotlight. Let that dirt feel like midnight. If you came to get loud, better hold on tight. This a honky tonk mosh pit, back row strobe lights. Two-step, then you drop low. Line dance and a light show. Boot print on the bar stool. We rowdy, but we still cool. You from the city, I'm from a field, but they're wild in your eyes. Feel country for real. We got back row strobe lights, barnyard bass, cowboy hats in your pretty little face. Diesel and perfume, sweat in the air. Country boy swagger in a club tight glare. Turn that moon to a spotlight. Let that dirt feel like midnight. If you came to get loud, better hold on tight. This a honky tonk mosh pit, back row strobe lights. Back row strobe lights.
Welcome to Shady Mob Productions, where the vibes are always right and the passion runs deep.
Step into the sports network of N1 from the End Zone. Sit down for unfiltered conversations on Port City Uncensored and surf the sound waves with Soniq Wavez.
Different worlds, different shows. Click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area and want the best cut of your life, go check out Headspin's Barbershop located in South San Francisco, the official barbershop of N1 from the End Zone.
Join us every Saturday and don't miss the waves.
Soniq Wavez. Watch what you listen to. Listen to me. It's Soniq Wavez.
Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored. Port City Uncensored!
Listen up, dog owners. Every month, BarkBox delivers 2 brand new toys that will make your dog lose their mind, plus 2 full-size bags of treats so healthy you'll be tempted to steal one yourself. Trusted by over 8 million dogs who have literally never written a bad review. We're talking fully customized, tiny terror toys for Chihuahuas, indestructible beasts for your Rottie, allergy-friendly snacks for the drama queens with sensitive tummies. Even extra subscriber-only goodies if you want to go full spoiled. Right now, new subscribers get a free extra toy in every box for a whole year, and shipping is forever free. So stop letting your dog down and click the link in the description or scan that beautiful QR code and get your first BarkBox today. BarkBox, because your dog deserves better.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing, my boy?
Good, man. Good.
It is time for the iconic segment that we always do here on the Shady Mob Podcast.
What time is it?
It is time for... Hold on. For some...
I'm holding. Hold on.
Oh, here it is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the man and your king. It's time for What to Watch, 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 What to Watch. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
All right, Double A, what do you have for us this week, buddy?
I recommend, let me just get that going. I recommend you guys to go watch And by the way, this was my first time ever watching this movie, so bring in the hate comments. And oh boy, will there be hating on this movie. But I still recommend it if you haven't watched it. First Blood, Rambo. This was a crazy movie. 1982 brought us First Blood, Rambo's first movie. I think they later renamed it Rambo. Sylvester Stallone plays this PTSD-filled Vietnam Army vet who's just been mistreated by some local mountain Colorado or like Utah police, and it is no Washington, and because the guy said they're near Seattle, and yeah, he's just like on a power trip. This sheriff is just on a power trip, bringing him into the jail, stripping him down, hosing him down, and he just wanted a ride. He's kind of a drifter. He just came into town looking for his army buddy, but he died. He died in Vietnam, and yeah, it was just no. What did he say? It was mentioned like early on, not Vietnam. Cancer. He had cancer. It was a year ago, and yeah, he just wanted to go through town. The sheriff stopped him, drove him all the way across town because he doesn't like drifters. And Rambo was like, "No, I just want to get some food. I'm just a regular guy," but he doesn't really like talk, And they throw him in jail, strip him down naked, hose him down, put him into court, almost put him into court, and then Rambo, because he was tortured in Vietnam, goes through these like PTSD flashbacks as he was in Vietnam being tortured, and just breaks out of the precinct and goes into the mountains, and these like cops just hunt him down. The military comes in. His handler, Rambo's handler, this general, comes in and tries to stop him. But overall, it's action packed, and it's definitely 80s. It's full on 80s, like carnage, action packed guns, And honestly, I didn't like it as much because the writing and the story did not make sense. But if you guys want to get started with the Rambo like series, because that's what I was doing, I was watching 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's a fifth one as well. Yeah, and I if you guys check it out. It's super 80s classic, and a lot of people say it's the best one. So I have a journey ahead of me. But yeah, guys, check it out. First Blood, aka Rambo 1. Nelson, what do you got cooking, man? What do you got? What do you recommend the people to watch? What do you got? What to watch? What's
I recommend The Jacksons: An American Dream. This film is, if by all intents and purposes, the original Michael Jackson biopic. Now, this film isn't necessarily revolving just around Michael himself. It's revolving around the Jackson family as a whole. All the brothers necessarily kind of share a lot of the screen time together. Yes, Michael is a very focal point of the film. However, you get to see a little bit of Tito's backstory and his love interest, how Jackie had had his love interest, and like the way they were raised. It starts off with Angela Bassett playing Katherine Jackson, and I forget his name. I forget the actor that played. Hold on, The Jacksons: An American Dream. There we go. The actor that played Lawrence Hilton Jacobs played Joseph Jackson, and he was the original Joseph Jackson. Did not, in my honest opinion, I think Coleman Domingo looks a lot more like Joseph Jackson than Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. However, he did an incredible job portraying Joseph Jackson in the original biopic that they did surrounding the Jackson family. The reason why I recommend you guys go check this out is because this film really emphasizes and focuses on the Jackson family journey to the success that they ultimately had. It doesn't just focus around Michael and his journey like the Michael biopic does. This film talks about basically how they were discovered, how basically Joseph Jackson formed the group after getting tired of working at a steel mill and not really making much money. And you get to see a lot. Willie Draper becomes Michael Jackson in his later ages. Terrence Howard was Jackie Jackson, the older Jackie Jackson, in this film as well. And it's just a beautiful story. A lot of actors got their starts in this film, and you can really see how their careers, because of this film, got launched into the success that it was launched in today. Willie Draper sadly passed away a year after this film was released, or it wasn't necessarily a film. I think it was a 2-part series that just covered their journey from basically just 1945 Chicago, where Catherine and Joe basically met each other, to I think it was about to the end of the Victory Tour, when the entire group basically breaks apart because Michael announces that he's going his own separate ways. Now, realistically, movement-wise, Jafar Jackson does a much better job portraying Michael Jackson, in my honest opinion, than any of the actors that portrayed Michael Jackson in this film. Jafar Jackson really nailed it, hit it out of the park with his movements, with his dialogue, with his performance as a whole. Jafar Jackson, in my opinion, it was the second coming of Michael Jackson. But this film is very important because if you want to understand and learn the history of the Jackson family, this is it. So, guys, I really do recommend you guys go check it out whenever you get the chance. It's a great film, great movie. And, yeah, that's actually today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. We've made it to the end, Double A. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks guys for joining us here, and I guess we should do the outro, right? We're pretty much done. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Guys, so with that being said, please go check out ShadyMob.com for all of our channels. Where are we going? If they want merch, Alex, where do they go?
Click on that QR code, man. Click on that QR code. Go to ShadyMobProductions.com. .com, get merch like this, various other items, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and content, just our content in general. Go check out channels like N1 from the End Zone, A&A Radio, Shady Mob Productions, of course. Check out Port City Uncensored on Thursdays. Soniq Wavez
TV exclusively on Twitch.
Soniq Wavez on Saturdays or Sundays, depending on our schedules. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, man. Guys, Nelson, if people desire for power, what do they do there? What is that?
Well, if you have the desire to be great, you have the power to be great. So just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Go and check that. Just remember that. I hope you all get inspired to just pursue your dreams and greatness, because that's actually what Alex and I are doing with the content that we're creating. We're trying to create a platform for you guys to enjoy content. We're trying to entertain you guys. And if you guys got any feedback, any skits, anything that you guys want us to do, we'll fucking listen to them and we'll execute them to the best of our fucking ability. That being said, we're going to do an N1 from the End Zone episode hopefully later today before it gets too late. And we really do appreciate and love you guys for being here with us. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. See you next time. Stay tuned.
Bye, guys.
You're watching the Shady Mob Podcast with your two favorite pod mob stars.
All right, guys, please click on the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Microphone check. Shady Mob in the zone, King N.P.V. Alex sitting on the throne, dropping gems on the mic, entertainment dissected, movies, TV, culture, fully connected. From the silver screen to the block, we decode the plots. Every twist, every turn, we connect the dots. Pot airs with the bounce, flow rugged and raw. Tune in, turn it up, let the knowledge withdraw. Shady Mob, Shady Mob, yo, we got the juice, breaking it down. Truth spilling out the booth, from the big screen flicks to the sitcom roots. Shady Mob Podcast, we the illest recruits. Popcorn kernels popping, Hollywood exposed. From the indie hits to the billion-dollar shows. Angela with the deep cuts, King bring the vibe. We dissect the script, watch the secrets collide. Flick sharper than the blade, TV sharper than the wit. Spin the reel, press play. We never quit, Shady Mob in your ear. We keep the pace from the shadows. We rise, entertainment we embrace. Shady Mob, Shady Mob.